Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good day to the judges and audience. My name is Muhammad Aimanku bin Arifku, a final year student in the Bachelor of Surveying Science and Geomatics program at University Technology Marang. I am under the supervision of Puan Norazwani binti Muhammad Razi. I am honoured to present my research project titled Identifying Sinkhole Susceptibility in Perak using Random Forest. So now we move to my background of study and problem statement. So before that, my study area is located at Perak. Why is Perak? Because the state of Perak is home to extensive karst regions and has recorded the highest number of sinkhole incidents in Malaysia, which is it record 11 cases reported between 2019 until 2024. These geohazards pose significant risk to human life, infrastructure, and the economy. The primary challenge is that sinkhole formation involve complex and non-linear dynamic, which is it making traditional methods often inadequate for accurate prediction. So to address this, my study focused on two main objectives, which is the first one to identify sinkhole susceptibility hazard zones in Perak by integrating 10 causative factors using the random forest algorithm. And the second one is to evaluate the performance and reliability of random forest model by using receiver operating characteristic, ROC, and a coefficient metric. So now we move to the second phase of the methodology, which is the data acquisition. So in this research, I use 10 key parameters, which is representing geological, hydrological, and anthropogenic factors. And all of these include slope, elevation, lithology, rainfall, roads, railways, tunnels, sewer system, rivers, and land use. So all of this data were acquired from multiple agencies, which is including JMG Perak, JPS Malaysia, PGM, LAP, and Plan Malaysia. So we move to the next phase, which is the third phase, the data pre-processing and processing. So all the data were processed in ArcGIS Pro, which is they were standardized to the GDN 2000 state Kesini Perak projection system to ensure spatial consistency. I conducted proximity analysis using the geodesic method for infrastructure factors and extracted topographical values from digital elevation model to create a consolidated master database. After all the pre-processing have been done in ArcGIS Pro, I implemented a random forest by using GE, which is Google Earth Engine. GE is the cloud-based platform that allows for high-speed processing of large spatial datasets. So, in this GE, it consists of 100 decision trees to capture the nonlinear interaction between the parameters. So, for the robust validation, the dataset was split into 70% for data training and 30% for data testing. After I have run the coding and the result demonstrate that the random forest model is highly reliable. According to the coefficient metric, the model achieved an overall accuracy of 83.93% with a kappa statistic score 0.6693, which is indicate the almost perfect agreement in its prediction. Furthermore, the AUC ROC score reached 0.8686, which is 86.86%, which is proving the model excellent ability to distinguish between high risk and stable areas. So this is the analysis report after the coding have run. So the first figure show the analysis of confusion matrix, and the second figure show the analysis of ROC and AUC. So we move to the result and discussion. So the final susceptibility map has classified Perak into the 4 classes, which is low, moderate, high, and very high. So this visualization highlight the critical hotspot of sinkhole where urban development overlap with soluble limestone lithology. So this is the final map of the sinkhole susceptibility in Perak. So in this map, the Kinta district shows the very high and high susceptibility zone. This area serve a major hotspot, particularly around urban centers like Ipoh. And the specific high-risk localities, uh, approximately 70% of sinkhole occurrence are concentrated in specific locations such as Tambun, Sempang Pulai, Klebang, Menglembu, Lahad, and Pusing, which align with the high-risk clusters shown on the map. So, in conclusion, the integration of 10 geoenvironmental factors into a random forest model provides a stable and authoritative framework for sinkhole risk assessment. This study directly supports SDG 13, which is climate action, by enhancing resilience against geohazards. These findings serve as a vital guideline for local authorities and urban planners in Perak to implement effective mitigation strategies and safer land use planning. So thank you for your attention, and that's all from me.